Hi, and welcome back to Roulette's Play Home. When we last left off, we were in front of this building, and we were going to go investigate it. Oh, it's a train station. The old train station was quiet as a tomb. The only sound was that of the increasing wind buffeting the decrepit structure. There's a door over this way. Oh, what's this? An old ticket booth that looked fairly ruined. Inside the ticket window were sheets of paper and... Wait, what were these? Train receipts? I thought the receipt I had picked up might match these, but of course this station's been closed for years. The ticket must have been for the newer station that opened up on the other side of town after this one was abandoned. However, I noticed a series of fresher-looking paper covered in tiny notes, scribbled, and diagrams. It looked like someone had been leafing through the old ledger, looking for something. A name, perhaps? Is that it? Okay, I think that's it. So let's head back and explore the dangers of a train station. Ooh, there might be coal. Ooh, sorry. An old map encased in glass hung on the wall. It was the train routes connected to that old station. As I looked at it, it seemed familiar. Of course, the map I found in those tunnels had similar locations marked, and the notes I found on the other man's bookshelf. His notes mentioned the water tower and even this train yard. What was he doing coming back here? The sorry condition of that place seemed sad somehow, but also ominous. Oh, another door. Oh, we're outside again. Oh, Jesus. It's a whole crashed thing. The old train was ripped open, and hanging from a shred of metal, as well as the broken fence, was a dark, stained patch of cloth. It looked synthetic, like some kind of outerwear. Inside the train's shell, I could see a few faint impacts, like wounds. Could they have been bullet marks? Was somebody shot there? The ground was well worn, though I couldn't really make anything out. I realized I was touching the gun I had found as I thought. It was getting colder out there, and I had to keep moving. Can I? No, I guess I can't go through the gate at all there. Okay, well, this was interesting plot-wise, but we didn't really actually find anything. Like, we didn't find any possessions, or... So I guess this was just kind of a derailment. Let's head back towards that... that fucking gate. Let's head back towards the left, where I originally said nope. This must have been the entrance to the forest that was mentioned on the map I'd seen. Whoever was poking around in those tunnels underneath that man's house had scribbled notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here the signs pointed to the various campsites and walking paths within the woods. It mentioned a river and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. I almost wish I had paid more attention to those crazy scribblings. Maybe I would have been less nervous about entering the dark forest. Oh, Jesus, what is that? Is that a... Oh, grand. Oh, fantastic. I can see nothing wrong with going and walking through a fucking bush. A dry old picnic table sat lonely amongst the trees. It had carvings and marks from years of previous campers. As I tried to read some of the names and the marks, I idly thumbed the knife I found. If I wanted to, I could have carved something on that table. Did I? Sure, why not? Killer was here. With a few crude strokes, I etched a simple design into the wood. R+H. I felt like a teenager defacing the table. I read some of the other names and notes on the table's surface. Rytron, Kumar, Uncle Phil, Henry, Daniel, David, Jenny. Seemed like the table has seen a lot of use over the years. Those names didn't match the names I had on the other list, did I? The path ended in a cold-looking river. I wasn't sure if it was safe to cross like this. Did I cross it? Ooh, I feel like this could be like a death choice. Ah, fuck it, let's try. Oh, okay. What the fuck was that noise? God damn it, 2 bodies! 2 young women were half dug into a hasty, shallow grave between the trees. The younger looking one was still face up, her dead eyes gleaming against my flashlight. I had no idea who these girls were. I didn't touch the gravesite, did I? We have a gun, a knife, all kinds of we are an evidence smorgasbord at this point. Why the fuck not? I tried to arrange the bodies so their clothes covered them better. I closed the young one's eyes, shivering at the slight touch. With a few nearby sticks, I created a head marker so the police could find them later. What were these women doing out here? I have now fucked with the crime scene, so I've got that going for me. Okay, well, let's just swim back across. Did I wade back? Yep. Whoosh. Wasn't there a... Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, wasn't there a picnic table around here? Okay. This one I have not gone through. Oh, there's a left and a right. Oh, no, there's not. There's just rocks to the right. What is this on the ground? Trampled into the dirt and grass was a plastic card of some kind. I brushed it off and was surprised to see it was my credit card. I wasn't surprised at all. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. So fuck yeah, I took it back. I put it in my pocket. I'm going on a shopping spree later. Hopefully I can find my driver's license too. Bushes. Whoa. Through the fence I could see a dilapidated outbuilding. I wondered if I could find my way around. Probably through this bush. Oh man, there's bush. What's that? The cheap-looking 2-person dome tent only made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. Had this campsite belonged to those girls? The inside of the tent looked to be in order. It only contained 2 sleeping bags, backpacks, and a small cooler. If those girls were camping here, they must have been killed somewhere else. 2 folding camping chairs were on the ground. One was knocked over. If those poor girls were here, then they obviously ran off. There were cans of beer spilt into the ground, and the dirt was kicked up. A few embers still burned within the fire pit. I thought of the 2 girls across the river and had to collect myself. Oh my god, there's so many trees! I don't remember which one I came through. Did I come through this one? I think I came through that one. Let's go through the far one first, because then we can keep track of where we came from. The hell was that sound? There was some personal effects shoved back into the rock. Wait, there was a notebook, and I read the notebook. Inside the cheap dollar store notebook was a... How do you know it's a dollar store notebook? Was a page after worn page of names and lists. None of it made much sense. The newest page contained several names. Heather, Olivia, Ashley... Ah, the names! Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, and Rachel. Rachel? Her name was the last on the list and had a mark beside it in blue ink. The names Daphne and Olivia had been crossed out in the same blue ink. Cheryl, Heather, and Rose had also been crossed out, but these marks looked older and more faded. Those were the 2 girls I found by the river. Were they on this list? And why was Rachel's name on here? I had to get home. I have to get back to my girlfriend / wife / dog. Very important to me. So then it must be this one to the right that I have not been through. Yeah, there's nothing to the left, is there? No, okay. Oh, this is the thing. No, 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 don't look. No, no, no. I'm looking. I don't care what they say. The grimy sink had a small patch in it and it almost looked clean. Nothing good comes out of a bathroom. Why did I come in here? I didn't know this was a bathroom. There was a damp-smelling plank leaning against the stall door. I might have been able to cross the river with it. Did I take it? Yeah, alright. I managed to carry the plank under my arm so it didn't get in the way. Oh! I don't need to cross with that now, though. I've already been across the river, right? Unless there was something more to it. I'm gonna go back and find out if that plank does anything. I'll be right back. The plank I found was long enough to form a crude bridge, but I wasn't sure if it would hold. Did I use it? Yes. The girls weren't carrying ID, so I couldn't determine their names. I had only hoped that whoever had done this had done it quickly. I wondered now if they had a phone or something at their campsite. Maybe I could call for help? By the looks of it, the fire hadn't been extinguished, it had just died out over time. The inside of that tent was suffocating. Alright, so I guess they don't have a phone. Thanks for sending me on a wild goose chase game. Alright, I'll be right back again. And we're back. I couldn't stop thinking about those poor girls. I couldn't figure out on the map where their campsite was. The police would have to search again in the daylight. I had finally found the exit. Once I left, I knew I never wanted to return there. Subtle hint there, game. Through the dense trees, I could finally start to see some light. I must have been at the edge of the forest, though I wasn't sure where the path ahead of me would lead. I could almost feel the cryptic notebook in my pocket as I tried to think about what it could mean. And where were the campers who had abandoned their site? Would I meet them too? Though the path ahead of me was less dense, I still felt guarded and wary. Who knew what was ahead? I had to press on. The thought of that claustrophobic forest was too much. Oh man. This game sends you through a lot of environments that I was not expecting. Thought we were just gonna kind of go through a home and figure out what was going on. As I stepped through the gate, I suddenly recognized the auto parts factory where I had worked as a machinist for all those years. Oh. The plant had closed in almost 3 years ago now. Times were better then. I thought I could hear a faint rustling behind me. Maybe it was just the wind. Well, let's find out what the faint rustling was behind me. Wind? Oh, shit! Oh, shit! I wasn't fucking expecting that. I wasn't expecting there to be a person. That fucking got me. I don't know if it got you guys, but it got me. I let my guard down. Let my guard down. Jesus, a huge hole in the fence. Great! A new squeaky door. Let's find out what's through the fence first. Fucking... Oh, God! I found the body of a security guard, just doing his job, no doubt. His face was covered with blood from some kind of head wound. I wondered, was this flashlight his? That's a weird thing to suddenly think. I saw the blunt wound on the guard's head and looked again at the flashlight I was carrying. Oh no, please. Is everything I'm carrying a fucking murder weapon? Dug into the ground was a cracked old watch. First my wallet and now this. Did I retrieve my watch? Yep, we're just cleaning up all of the scenes. Dude, we're just disturbing every crime scene we can come along. We're gonna make these police work for it. The watch was useless, but I put it on my wrist anyways. I wish I could remember why all of my stuff was missing. Apparently I just walk around killing people and then dumping stuff as I go along as my calling card. I'm like, and you, sir, get a used gum wrapper, and you can have this pink punk ball. Okay, well, this is a new area, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys are enjoying. If you are, give me that thumbs up. You know I like it when you touch it. And subscribe if you want more content. And thank you. I really can't tell you enough how much I appreciate it. Alright. Bye. Oh, please say I don't have to like hide. 'Cause I don't think I'm very good at those